What up? What up? Spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. You know, it's like living in Michigan. Like people that live down in those bad warm places like Atlanta, for instance, don't
What?
understand the excitement that us normal people have when suddenly it is spring. The robins are in the grass and everything else.
No, you're
What you
doing too much. You know, in Michigan, it's gonna snow. It can snow in May in Michigan. Like,
True. The,
don't
the,
get
the thing
it.
about Michigan, if you don't like the weather, just wait. It's going to change. But
Yeah,
enough about the weather. We're here to talk about the Pistons.
yeah, yeah. The Pistons. It's been a minute. We've
It
been
has
gone
been
for
a
way too
minute.
long. But me and Popston had a lot of stuff we had moving around. It's a lot of business deals. Talking with ESPN, NBA TV. All these type of cats want to get at it, so we can.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah, they numbers wasn't hitting on nothing. So we back here on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Our preferred home right now. We on YouTube and we're gonna hit y'all live with some new content, man. But yeah, man, back to these Pistons.
Pistons.
We done went 7-8 since our last episode. Seven and
Yeah,
eight,
man. The
damn near
boys is
500.
playing.
We look like a whole different team with the start
Hey,
of 2022. We've been playing like a whole different team.
it takes a little while. The youngsters is learning. But you know what? They're starting to scare me. They winning too many games. We need to tank a little bit. We need to tank just a little bit. Because I
They
predict you heard it first here.
yeah.
We get the number one pick again. Just in case some of y'all are on drugs and didn't hear me. We
That's a
getting the
bold
number one pick again.
That's a bold one. That's a bold one. I
Hey,
hope you're right.
hey, hey. Like if you can't go hard, don't go. We getting the number one pick.
Yeah.
Heard it from me.
Did you watch the Tankathon game, the battle of the league worst, us versus Orlando?
No, I got it recorded, but that's when Bay hit his 51.
Yeah, that's when Bay went off for 50.
Bay is bad. Bay
Yeah.
is bad.
He a bad
You know
man.
what? When he hit that, man, the only other Pistons to hit 51 points, like now these some of these names you ain't gonna remember because they before your time when you was just a twinkle in your dad's eye. You know.
Oh,
He joins George Yardley, Dave
oh, that guy.
Bean,
Okay, I know Bean.
Kelly Tripucka,
Okay, they just educated me about Trapuka a little bit.
Jerry Stackhouse, Jerry
Oh,
Wackhouse. I'm still mad at him when you was a little boy, and I ain't gonna get into that.
no, tell them the story.
Rip
Let them know the
Hamilton,
story. No, never
huh?
mind. We ain't gonna put Stack out here like that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that to you.
But Stack, you need to you owe us one, Stack.
Jerry Stackhouse, Rip Hamilton, and a name I'm just gonna whisper: Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
They the only ones in Pistons history to hit 51 points.
Yeah, it was a special performance. It was a night where I just knew we was gonna lose. I'm like, yes, we sitting Cade, Jeremy Grant, they both out. Then
Yeah, I thought they was gonna lose too, man. But you know what? Another historical fact: he's the first Pistons in history to score 51 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. First in history. The only other player to ever do that
mm,
in NBA history is James Harden.
mm,
How you
hey,
like that?
that boy
How you
Bay,
like that?
that boy crazy. That boy went crazy. His new nickname is Bombay. That's what we're calling him, man. It's bombs away. He get that
Bombs
ball from
away.
behind. Yeah, Bombay. He get that ball from behind the 3-point line. He hoisting, man. He went 10 to 14 too.
Hey, he
From three
was
point.
he was
He
throwing it
tied
down.
he tied the Piston record for threes that game. The
He
most
was
is
throwing
10.
down. And
So
we can't forget Beef Stew. He had 16 points and 9 rebounds.
mm,
And MB3, better known as Marvin Bagley, MB3, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 3-pointers. Can you say? Can you say hey?
Man, what's going on? What's going on with Orlando though, man? Them guys is terrible.
Ain't worried
Terrible.
about them. You know, we
They just let Kyrie drop 60 on them.
hey man, like
Kyrie
we got to keep our juju for the Pistons. We
Kyrie
ain't
had
worried about
41.
nobody else.
Kyrie had 41 and a half on Orlando, man.
We ain't worried
Orlando,
about nobody else.
y'all need to step it up, man, because
But
we need
Kyrie's a
that.
different animal now.
We need to have that worst record, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want us to
Hey,
rest Cade, rest Grant. Let's rest Bay a couple of games. Because clearly Bay, he took it personally. He said, oh, y'all think because y'all gonna take my teammates away, y'all think we still can't get a win because it's just me? And he proved us wrong, man, because he went crazy. Your boy Killian, my new nickname for Killian, he earned him a nickname too. We don't just got Bombay, but we got Killian Sharman Tissue Hayes.
oh man, you didn't say that, did you? You didn't
Hayes.
call him Sherman Tissue. Oh man.
Nah, we gotta call him Dollar Tree Tissue because Sharman Tissue a little tougher than what I see from Hayes. But I watched the replay of the supposed concussion.
Maybe it's
Hayes,
just a tank.
if you don't get your ass back up, Hayes, you was not hurt, boy. Get up, get up. That is not no concussion, man. Kelly
Son,
Olynyk.
you cold. You
Kelly
cold.
Olynyk.
You cold, bro. You cold.
Man, Hayes, come on, man. Cut it out with the mystery injuries, man. Just blame it on COVID. You know, like everybody else do, or sickness, like we did. Cade sick, Jeremy Grant sick.
Oh,
Even though you saw Killian was cheering for Bay at the end of the game, jumping up and down. Cade, same thing. Grant was on the sideline. Everybody healthy, but we tanking now. It's officially tank
hey,
mode.
hey, like we faded for Cade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now we got a tank for Chet.
Oh, hey.
We got a tank for Chet.
Hey, Chet then looked impressive.
Hey, man.
Impressive. But before we circle back to some of these drafts, because it is March Madness too, and these guys are going crazy. But your boy Livers, Isaiah Livers.
Can you say sharpshooter? Pow! Pow! Can you say sharpshooter for me? The boy can shoot. The boy can shoot. And that's what we're lacking. We're lacking two things. We're lacking shooters and we're lacking rim protection.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we get that long drink of water, Chet, he will solve two of them problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You know, they call that killing two birds with one stone? Getting him will kill two birds with one stone. He will immediately up our shooting percentage, rim protection. Hey, pair him with beef stew, cause he ain't gonna be in there too much tussling, but beef stew will be in there, with the bows, and Chet with the pick and roll and the jumper and the rim. Hey, guess what? We're gonna get the number one pick. If we don't get the number one pick, we're gonna at least get no lower than 4. We're gonna get a good free agent, and we're gonna be in the playoffs. I didn't say play in. We're gonna be in the playoffs.
We ain't doing no play-ins. We
ain't doing no play in. We gonna save that for the Lakers. That play-in spot is reserved for the Lakers.
Lakers are terrible. Them boys is so terrible. I never thought I'd see this team with this many Hall of Famers be this bad.
Well, it's not LeBron's fault. Let's just say that much.
Nah, man. It's
not Bron's fault.
It's been 2 players that I've been very hard on, and I just can't switch up. And it's Killian Hayes and it's Westbrook. Both of them guys, I cannot. Westbrook seemed like a good guy off the court and everything, but his stats phenomenal. But he's just not he's not good for team basketball. It just everywhere he goes, the teams get worse. Everywhere he goes, the teams get worse. And it's just hard to watch. It's hard to watch, man. You know.
I feel bad for him because, to be honest with you, if I was in a war, I want Westbrook there with me, man.
Yeah.
He gives you 150%. Why it's not clicking? I don't know. It's above my pay grade. Let's put it that way. It's above my pay grade.
It's just because if Westbrook was on the team with me, you, my dog Chaco, some random bum off the street, he going to the playoffs. You pair Westbrook with anybody with some talent, you know,
I hear what you're saying.
If you would have put a lot of them same point guards with KD and Harden, KD might not even have to leave the Warriors. KD leaving OKC, my bad, misspoke. But KD leaving OKC was kind of like a foreshadowing. Because everybody at that time was like, why he do that? Why he do? You had Russell. But KD was trying to tell us something. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to tell us something, man. And it's you can't win with Russell. You just can't win. He not for winning basketball. But enough about Westbrook. Yeah, let's get into some of these drafts. It's March Madness. You know, we thinking ahead. We already see you on Chet, you know.
Yeah. Either Chet or there's a guard. What's his name? Smith? Is his name Smith?
You talking about Ivy?
I think
Ivy's the guard. Smith is a power forward.
Okay, well, Smith. I'm liking Smith, and I'm liking the Latino boy.
Okay.
I'm liking them, but I done read it in the tea leaves, son. We're getting the first pick, and it's going to be Chet Holmgren. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about Chet that I'm seeing is he'll literally put up stat lines that you're never going to see. You know what I mean? Like real talk. He's the only player in this draft that is capable. Like I saw his first game in March Madness. He had 19 points. I don't know, hella rebounds, 7 blocks, 5 assists. You don't see seven blocks with 5 assists.
You don't see that.
19 points. You don't see that.
You don't see that.
He can handle the ball. He is literally a one of a kind type of talent. You know, everybody has the questions about the weight. Don't question that boy talent.
You can add weight.
Don't ever question that boy talent.
Get that boy some Snickers bars and some vanilla shakes.
Yeah.
And a 10-course meal for a little while. Put him in the weight room. That boy would be all right.
Cause yeah, I wasn't on the Chet bandwagon, man, but he looked nice. The boy Smith looked real nice. Ivy looks nice. That's why you're saying we can't go wrong. Long getting in that 4, I'm good.
We get in that 4, we good. Yeah, but I was hanging out with can't even remember his name now. But we was reading the tea leaves together, and hey, we getting the first pick again. Yep.
I hope you're right.
You heard it here.
I hope you're right. You know, this is the type of draft where you want to trade now?
No.
If you could?
Okay. No.
Okay. I'm just checking. I wouldn't either, but I'm just, you know.
Take the number 1.
Checking the post.
You know, don't tempt fate. Take your number 1 and run home smiling. Yeah. Because it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right in Pistons land. But you know what? Our team is gelling so much and we're getting so good. Even if we don't get a top pick, even if we don't get a good free agent with all the money we got to spend,
yeah,
our team is gonna be good next year.
I've never seen no turnaround like this because, you know, we've kind of got hit with an injury bug. You know, Diallo, who was becoming a pretty big role player for us. You know,
Diallo is a steal.
He's been missing a lot.
Marvin Bagley is a steal.
Hey, that Diallo, even though I talk shit about Killian Hayes, I really love the bench lineup when we can have Killian, Diallo, Livers, and Bagley off the bench. Then please throw my boy Luca in there, man.
Hey man, you reading
My
my
boy,
mind, son. You
yeah,
reading my mind. I was
throw
just
my
thinking,
boy
what we
Luca.
gonna do with Luca? What we gonna
I'm
do with
so sick of.
Luca?
I'm sorry, cause I forgot, man. Kelly Olynyk. I know he hit a game winner for us, man. But I've never seen a player almost every time you put the ball on the floor or make a pass. If he does anything besides shoot, I'm like, no, no, because he be looking like Bambi out there when he be dribbling, man. I'm like, oh my God, it's a potential turnover every time he matriculating. And Kelly played to his strengths, but every time I see that man dribbling or passing in the open court or fast break, I'm like, oh my God, something crazy
What we
about
gonna
that.
do with Luca, man? Luca can't get no PT. I mean, Isaiah was hurt. You know what I'm saying? When we had all those injuries to our centers, we didn't see no Luca. How come? How come?
I really want to see Luca, man. I really feel like he deserves the thing. I saw a stat. Kelly got 3 20-point games for us. Luca got 2 with way less minutes, and way less opportunity. So all I'm trying to say is, Luca damn near just as good as Kelly Olynyk right now on offense. You know, he don't got the experience, but I think Luca needs to see some serious time in these last 10 games. Why not? Why not?
Okay, so another question I'm gonna throw at you. We're gonna get a good lottery pick, and we're gonna have a veteran. We're gonna get free agent
Mm-hmm.
veteran. So that's 2 roster spots we're gonna have to get rid of. Who are we
Yeah.
getting rid of?
So, oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Uh, Point guard, we don't have a good point guard on the team right now. Well, I'm not gonna say we don't have a good point guard because I don't want to knock none of these guys, but that's our biggest spot of need that I see. Point guard
I don't
and
see
center.
that. I don't see that. Because Cade's gonna handle the ball. Killian's gonna handle the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they're
Yeah.
gonna do an adequate job.
So
Saban Lee.
nah, see,
We don't
nah,
need a. Our biggest need is a rim protector, son.
nah. I feel
Our
like that's
biggest
our
need
biggest.
is a rim protector.
I feel like that's our biggest need. But where I can see where I'm looking at our depth chart, and I see when I see Corey, I see Killian, I see Saban Lee, and that's our 3. One of y'all gotta go. One of y'all 3, because bro, most night,
I agree with that,
yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
and I
Like,
think it's Corey. I think it's Corey.
yeah, Corey,
Corey. I don't know. Frank Jackson. He sort of. He's either on or off.
yeah,
He's either on or off.
and Livers is making Frank Jackson look pretty, expendable. Frank Jackson can play. It looks like the 2 to the 4 position, in small ball lineups. So I
So
definitely
that's
want to
it
see.
then. Let's
I
get rid of them
definitely,
two.
yeah. I
Let's
want
send
to
the
see.
memo. Let's send the memo to the front office.
I want the Canadians gone. I want the Canadians off my team, bro. Corey
Whoa,
Joe
we
and
already
Kelly.
got rid of one of them.
Yeah, let's make it a 3P. Get Corey Joe, Kelly O. I feel like we could do better. I want to see Luca develop, and I definitely feel like we need to bring another guard in.
I think Luca has worked so hard. He needs some PT, man.
Yeah, I want
Boy
to
needs some
keep.
PT. He's got some skills, man. You can't be named the college player of the year and not have some skills.
Yeah,
Use them.
yeah. I talk shit about Killian, man, but he got a role in the NBA. I really compared Killian to Lindsey Hunter. That's my comparison. Lindsey wasn't no scorer. He wasn't a scorer. But he contributed to winning. And I can see Killian, his defense and the way he can pass the ball. And he has high IQ. He's not very turnover prone or anything like that. He makes good decisions with the ball. And that's steady for a guy off the bench. I
And
just
he's
don't
not
see.
scared to play. He's been hit with the injury bug, but he be putting his nose in there. He be playing hard. Killing be playing hard. I used
Yeah.
to be, I used to say Killian is killing me.
Yeah,
But I'm not saying that no more.
that
Killian
guy.
Hayes is playing hard. He's a
Yeah,
keeper. He's a keeper.
he
Point
nice.
guard, point guard is the hardest position on the floor. It takes time to develop. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We need to water that young plant. Give it some fertilizer. Killian will be all right. He'll be all
Yeah.
right.
So, what's the starting five that you want to predict for next year? You can fill it in with current guys, maybe a free agent that you might like, maybe who we draft. But like, what would be your ideal starting five for next year?
Cade Cunningham at the point guard. Sadiq Bey at the shooting guard.
Okay.
Jeremy Grant at small forward.
Mm-hmm.
Beef Stew at power forward. And Chet Holmgren at center.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
I go to war with them boys. I go to war with them.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'll go with Cade, Ivy, Bay, Jeremy, and Bagley.
Was that four? You only got four, right?
Nah. I name. You got Ivy at point.
Okay,
Even though I would have Cade doing a lot of the ball handling,
okay, okay.
he'd be
Got
a,
you. I
he'd
hear
be
you.
guarding shooting guards, but mainly doing point. We
I
got
hear you.
Ivy is just a scorer, pure scorer. He gonna just create havoc, super athletic. Of course, we got Bombay. We got Jeremy doing his two-way thing at power forward, and then Bagley. I mean, I just feel like he's our best center. I would want to kind of keep Bagley seem like he got some chemistry with that, like I was talking about that Hayes Diallo lineup.
Right, right.
If maybe we could get a decent center at in free agency and keep Bagley on the bench, Bagley, Stewart, Diallo, Hayes, and Livers, I'm liking that. But then, like you said,
Would you
Luka gonna be an odd man out.
would you go after DeAndre Ayton? Ain't that his name?
Yeah,
The
but
Phoenix Suns center. Would you go after him?
I would, but I don't think he's gonna leave. I don't think
Okay,
he's gonna leave. Man,
okay.
Phoenix. One of the things about Phoenix, why they're so good is their chemistry. Them boys love to play together. You watch Phoenix in the locker rooms, and them guys love each other. Them is brothers. So it's gonna be he gonna want to stick with his brothers. It's not gonna be just about money. As long as they can keep Chris Paul probably got one more good year left in him. I think he could
They
play.
gave him an extension longer than one more year.
Yeah. So he gonna have to, like you said, at least play out his extension. But they got Devin Booker, Chris Paul. They got pieces. I don't think he wants to leave. If they could pay him, we would have to max him out. Give him a hefty contract to be able to
But
steal
if we
him
had
away.
to max him, would you want him? If we had to max him, or you think we could do better?
No, because like you said, we need a shot blocker. Aiden isn't really a defensive anchor. He's decent. He's decent. But he's more offensive minded. I want to see uh, a guy kind of more similar to Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? In our team, a guy that is happy just dunking the ball and blocking shots, not taking too much away from some of these other shooters that we need and scorers and perimeter guys that we need to develop. Aiton is a guy that he's more offensive oriented. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah, but
definitely
if
want to go.
but if we get Chet, we won't need Ayton.
Yeah, if we get Chet looks nice. The more you keep bringing Chet up, I don't like agreeing with you. I really don't, man. But just for all the guys developing, Chet look nice. And two, I do want to see Jeremy at small forward and Bay at shooting guard.
So do
You know,
I.
I want to see them both kind of shift down a little bit and see how they
Hey,
do.
cause they would kick ass.
and
They
see
would
how they
kick
do.
ass if they shift down. If they shifted down,
You see how
yeah,
big Bay is?
yeah, I
That,
know.
that the
He been
thing
playing
about
power forward.
that's what I'm saying. The thing about Bay is he
He been
is a
playing power
bull.
forward.
He is a bull, and he will
Yeah,
bully any shooting guard. There's not a shooting guard. Maybe Jimmy Butler.
true.
Jimmy
But Jimmy
Butler.
Butler, Jimmy Butler be fighting. It'd be a
Yeah,
fight on the court.
boy, Jimmy Butler the only
Cause his
shooting guard.
feelings would be hurt.
Jimmy Butler the only shooting guard I know that could body up with Bay, man. Anybody
True,
else, man, they gonna be
true,
too small. And
true.
and you know, with Jeremy, that small forward, you can't switch. And then Cade, big tall ass point guard. I want to see that. You know, with Stewart and Chet or Stewart and Bagley.
It's got to be Stewart and Chet.
Yeah.
But you know,
Or Stewart.
Bagley and Stewart played some time together, and they worked well together.
Yeah.
They worked well together.
Bagley is a steal. Bagley, we found one. Hey, we haven't talked about one guy, but Troy Weaver. He the GOAT. He is the GOAT, man.
In Troy, we trust.
Yeah, man. The moves that he done made have been so sneaky and under the radar, but he's finding guys. Bagley, Diallo, that draft that he just did, Cade, Livers, and Luka. You know, I had a debate, and I said I think that is going to go down as the best Piston draft in history, is what I said. Then older head had to school me, and he said, "Hold on, young buck, we got Isaiah Thomas and Trapuka in the same draft." And I'm like, okay, well, you can't touch that one. You know, both of them guys was all-stars as rookie. You ain't never gonna see nothing like that happen. You know what I mean? So I overspoke a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with that one. And then they said, I guess we got the Worm and Sally in the same year.
But
No,
those are two defensive players.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Worm is a top 75 player. Don't get me wrong. But come on, John Sally, I think Livers might have a better, you know, I don't want to disrespect my elders, my OG Pistons, man, but Livers, Luka, and Cade got a chance to be a top 75 player. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if he, you know, keep playing the way he is, the type of numbers he putting up.
Hey, man, the last player to do what he just did against Orlando, them 51 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals was James Harden. And he definitely got better defense than James Harden.
Yeah.
He don't be doing no Olay defense.
Yeah. So the thing about Harden, man, you know, I watch a lot of James Harden. He checks out. You know what I'm saying? He checks out too much.
He seems to, if he don't get enough time at the titty bar, he seemed to have a tude.
Yeah,
when you come to the game, like if you don't kiss his butt enough,
he
seem to have a tude.
He seemed a little diva-ish, you know what I'm saying? And that's
I
probably my biggest.
I have to agree.
That's my biggest knock on Harden, man. Sometimes he just disinterested. He don't even want to play hard. You know what I'm saying?
I have to agree, man.
I've seen times where Harden really can play defense when he wants to.
Hey, man, how can you have KD, Irving, and Harden on the same team and you not make it work? You got KD, Irving, and Harden on the same team, and you can't make it work? What's the matter with you?
Man, what's the matter with New York? Speaking of Irving, did you see the shit where Irving can't play at home games, but he could be on the sideline with no mask?
Now that don't make no sense. Like, this COVID stuff. I believe in the mask. I believe in the things, that the health department tell us to do. But lately they've been inconsistent. They've been inconsistent. And what bothers me about that is that this is not the last disease that's going to come by.
That's true.
Hopefully, God willing, we don't have something that's more lethal and more contagious Can you imagine the deaths that's going to happen? These fools running around talking about, I need my freedom. I ain't going to wear no mask. You need to free yourself from ignorance. That's what you need to do. You need to free yourself from your stupidity.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
You know, I don't get what they doing in New York. I don't get what they doing in New York. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. They're talking about because it's a worker related rule. Like their workers have to be vaccinated.
And he not a worker?
That I guess because he wasn't playing that game. It just I don't know. I'm trying to make logic out of this shit, but it don't make no sense.
It makes no sense.
It don't make no sense, man.
It
So
makes no sense. Like you
let
said,
my
son.
let my
Like you
boy
said, it
Irvin
makes no sense.
let my boy Irvin cook, man. I want to see Irvin. Gotta be able to play in home games as a basketball fan. Let that
That
man
boy got the best handles I've never seen.
let that boy cook, man. He's literally he said he's not a basketball player. He said he an artist. And
Hey,
most basketball players say some shit like that. I'm like, boy, shut up. You a basketball player. But when it come to Irvin, he an artist. You an artist on that court, boy. You be man. Irvin literally, you see the defense around him, and it's like his head is like a computer behind the back, and he just do the move so smooth, and he just at the rack he breaks down defenses like a computer, man. He is poetry to watch. And then I'm hurt that my man Curry, man, as soon as Draymond get back, I'm just talking about as a pure basketball fan. Literally, as soon as Draymond get back, Curry go down, man.
you think that was a dirty play?
I didn't see the play, honestly. I didn't see the play.
I saw it. I didn't think it was dirty. I didn't think it was dirty. It was diving for the ball.
Okay.
I don't think it was dirty. But, Golden State been snake bit.
Yeah. I just hope he's healthy by playoffs.
I hope he's healthy too. I hate to see anybody get hurt.
Yeah, I just want a good, exciting playoffs, and it's not looking like Bronny gonna make the playoffs. So you want to see some of them guys. I miss Kawhi. Kawhi is built for the playoffs. I miss seeing.
Man, what's wrong with Kawhi? What is his injury, man? This is like 2 years now, ain't it?
Yeah, Kawhi, man, he's
this
very
like 2 years.
He's very injury prone, man. Kawhi, he didn't play maybe half the games he's been available for.
And the Clippers gave up a bunch of shit to get him.
And then him and Paul George done for the year.
They gave up a bunch of shit to get Paul George and Kawhi.
That's the LA Pistons over there. That's what they took all they took all our players, and that's who running it. Reggie Jackson, Kennard, Morris. That's their core. Since them guys went down, they was brought in to be role players, but they didn't have to step up and really produce.
Reggie really been balling.
Yeah, hey, Reggie wasn't no joke. A lot of the Piston fans, clown Reggie, and it's an artist side of baby. He got a song where he dissing all type of Pistons.
But the thing is, I think Reggie had lost his love for basketball.
I think so too. And you can tell.
That's my opinion. And I think he rediscovered it when he got to LA.
You could tell. Reggie, it was a lot going on, especially when he came back from injuries. But Reggie is one of them guys, you can tell when Reggie is happy, feeling it, it's gonna show on the court. These guys is human beings at the end of the day. They're not robots.
At the end of the day, you're right, son.
Tell them go out here and ball. They gotta feel good. Just like, it's a lot of stuff I can't. If I'm not feeling it that day, it's certain shit that I just won't attempt to do. Because I'm not gonna give my best, effort. You know what I mean? So I know these guys is professionals and they pay millions, and us on the sidelines, we go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, but anyway. Yeah, man, these guys is human beings, man. So we gotta kind of understand. And I talk my shit about Westbrook and Killian and all that, man. But I love seeing these young black men get all this damn money. I can't never be mad about that, man. These black men is generating generations of wealth, and I hope they keep doing it. Keep going home to your families, and raising more successful black men and women out here, man. It's just a beautiful thing to see, man.
I'm glad you mentioned, son, that these players are human beings,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to give them some grace. We need to give them some grace.
Yep.
So that said, Pistons.
Detroit basketball. Unless you playing the Pistons, you ain't getting no grace. You ain't getting no grace. All the opposition, all the ops, y'all trash, y'all garbage, y'all suck, and we're gonna lock your ass up. So that's what we do here in Detroit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna lock their ass up. The defense has been looking nice in 2022. Everything about these Pistons, it been impressive. Every game been close. We ain't got blown out or nothing like that since 2022. Every game looks close. We right there. It don't matter who steps on the court. We not scared. We not afraid. Cade and Bay are in the top 5 in clutch points, both of them in the NBA. This is not rookies or sophomores. This is out of everybody.
Wow.
Cade is number 1 in clutch points. Bay is number 4.
Wow. That's a hell of a stat, son.
That's a hell of a stat for a first and a second year player.
That's a hell of a stat.
That's a hell of a stat. Cade has to be the most clutch player I've ever seen. No, and I'm not like I'm capping. I'm talking emotionally right now. But as a rookie, this is the most clutch rookie I have ever seen. Cade, it don't matter if Cade is then shot 1 out of 30. If it's a close game in the fourth quarter, he gonna hit a big shot. He gonna hit a big 3. He gonna make a big pass. He gonna make a big block. He gonna do something in that clutch time that is gonna be like, boy, that boy is clutch. And I love it, man, because I just want Cade to be that closer. That's his role that he done got chiseled out. Cade, you see, Cade is closing time, and I just want him to close shit out for us. And Bay, Grant, do y'all job. Carry us to make the game close till we get to the fourth quarter, and then hand the keys over to Cade. Let Cade drive the whip. Let Cade test drive the bus real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see from the Pistons. Whoever plug in, give the keys to Cade in the fourth quarter. That's all you got to do. That's it.
And get out the way.
Get the hell out the way, man. What's
Ludacris
song? Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Hey, every time Cade hit the ball, they need to start playing that song, man. Get out the way, man. Let Cade cook. Because that man is a chef in the fourth quarter, man.
He is. He is, son. He is.
So, I think we touched on everything.
I think
one quick question.
Yes.
So, the way Babe been playing, do you think he going to ask for the max with his next contract, and you think we should give it to him?
We should give it to him if he asks for it. We should give it to him if he asks for it. The only other Pistons that's done what he done. You got to give it to him.
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
This is just his second year. He throwing down 51. You got to give it to him.
Hey, he's on par with Klay Thompson, stat wise. His numbers is very comparable to Klay.
What about Jeremy Grant? We gonna give him some money?
No, I want to stand Jeremy. I want to keep Jeremy I want to keep Jeremy into next year. But if we got a choice to pay Bay or Grant, Bay gonna get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Give Bay the bag. True. And we got to move on from Jeremy, unfortunately. And it's not even really I like Jeremy. I really like Jeremy as a player.
I like him as a person. I mean, he wanted to be a Piston. He wants to be there.
Yeah,
he wants to be there. And as a fan, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
He chill. He quiet. He no nonsense. And I like you said, I like everything about Jeremy Grant. I like his attitude. I want him to be a Piston for as long as it makes sense for all parties involved. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of my feelings on Jeremy. Yeah, pay Bay. I'm in the thing of pay Bay. He needs to be a little bit more consistent. I feel like for he demand max. He's a little too hot and too cold for me. You know what I'm saying? He need his cold to be more lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? If we could get a bad game for Bay is 15 points on poor shooting or something like that. Okay, cool, I'll take it. But right now Bay might have a bad game and only have 7-8 points. You know what I'm saying? And max players, that's kind of where
That's true. That's true.
that's where it come in, and they can't be human no more. You got to kind of be like a robot, and you start paying people max money, man. They gotta produce.
I believe you, son. And it's not my checkbook, but I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah. So
yeah, I believe you.
That's anything else? Anything else you want to talk about, man? Anything else you want to?
No, I didn't.
Wrap up with?
I didn't rant it a little bit about the mask and all of that. I didn't. I didn't done my rant. I pray for those folks in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because they got a madman is attacking them.
Yeah.
So I pray for them.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, son.
Yeah, definitely prayers up for Ukraine, man.
Yeah. Other than that, I think I smell my wife downstairs cooking.
Oh, man, yep. my wife just left, so this is me and my dog to fend for ourselves. I don't know what we gonna eat around this thing, man. And I got a lot of editing. I got so much work to do, man. It just seems like my life is in front of this computer screen. Like I can't break free
grinding,
from this.
Son. You grinding. They call it grinding. It grinding. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back
at like now's the time to grind when you're young. When you're older, you don't want to be grinding.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
Like if you're working it all, you want to be doing something that you love.
Yeah,
that you love.
And I do love a lot of what I'm doing though. That's
half the battle, son. That's half the battle.
Yeah,
in fact, that's 90% of the battle.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff that I love, man. So I'm blessed and I'm grateful, man. That's how I feel.
Well, then shut up. Then stop complaining.
But
you blessed. Yeah. You blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, let me just shut up, man. I'm gonna shut up. That see that you just watch real time him just smacking some sense into me, man. Because I just sounded like a real P word just now, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get back to the grind. We're gonna get this money, and yeah, we're gonna see y'all. We got to start doing these weekly though, man.
Okay, well,
we gotta crank these out weekly. We gotta really get on schedule, man. Crank
we're gonna have to revisit my contract.
Here we go, man.
Gotta revisit my contract.
Here we go, man. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You got to throw in some Caribbean vacations.
You got my lawyer number already, man. You got my lawyer.
I don't like him.
Talk to him about this. Talk to him.
I don't like him.
You gotta like him. You gotta.
Why?
Because
why?
You want the deal done. If you want the deals done, man, y'all gonna have to play nice, and y'all gonna have to, come to the table.
Play nice. I'm gonna nicely put my foot where the sun don't shine. I do not like him.
Man,
I'm gonna talk to you. On the Zoom, I pointed in the wrong direction. I'm gonna talk to you.
Well, yeah, man. We gonna work something out, man. But yeah, we gotta do these things weekly, man. People want more. We can't be doing months. We gotta at least do bi-weekly or something, man.
Well, let's try bi-weekly, and I might overlook the contract bi-weekly. But we go weekly, we gotta revisit it. Son. You gotta give me some wardrobe additions or some vacations.
Man, you need a new robe
or something. Or you. Hey man, don't be got no jokes about my robe. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired.
Okay.
You know what that means? That
You can wear
means
robes
you
every
ain't
day.
got nothing to do,
Uh-huh.
and it takes you all day to do it.
And what you get free pancakes at IHOP too, right?
I don't like IHOP. They closed down my favorite pancake place. In fact, I make better pancakes than these restaurants, man. My blueberry pancakes, my famous blueberry pancakes, I make better pancakes, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right.
So IHOP, man. That's I ain't gonna pan them. They might try to throw a lawsuit on me or something.
Okay. We ain't gonna talk bad about
Defamation.
them folks at IHOP, man.
But
But yeah, man. I guess we done talked out here at Politic Pistons. We gonna see y'all next week. So yeah, we'll see y'all next week, man.
what
And
the check better be in the mail if you talk about next week. You better get off the screen and
but
go and write your name on one of them checks.
my people direct deposit, man. Don't play with us like that, man. We ain't doing no check.
Or you could send me that new car you just got.
Oh hell no, I can't do
We
that.
can talk about that.
Mm-mm.
We can talk about
On
that one.
on that note, man, we'll see y'all later. Like, comment, and subscribe.